I'm not sure who they have to go at him one-on-one. Admiral Schofield will be too big to move with him. Andrew Andrews needs to go down the other end. This could be a massive score from Bryce Cotton here.
Well, we can't wait to see.
We certainly can't. What about 40? What's on his coach's whiteboard, Leonard?
40, look, he needs to limit Cotton to the ball. I mean, touches. And when he comes off those screens, double a man, double him, get the ball out of his hands. Secondly, he has to control the boards. You got to get Zalan and Isaac off the boards. Extra shots for Cotton means you're done. And thirdly, let's get DJ. What are we laughing at?
Drew Andrews to attack Bryce Cotton. So you're saying there's all this talk of how do we stop him? You're saying attack him.
Go at him, man. Yep. Make him play some defense, post him up.
Do you want my whiteboard too? You started talking about it. You started talking about DJ. Mike Wells, it's pretty obvious. Get DJ a shot early. Because you know he'd be antsy. He wants to come out there and it's not so much the 5 points, it's just getting a whole lot of shots. If it's not the first shot he takes, it'll be the second one. They'll run something for him very early, I think, and attack the ball screen. Let's see what Marcus Lee does in that ball screen defense. He likes to play at deep drops too. If he does that, just keep running it, you can fill it up and protect the three-point line because what Cairns do, they shoot very, very well. Everybody can light it up as we see Nick Rakocevic, who looks like he's going to be playing as well, their new import backup big, who can stroke it from outside. So this is going to be a whole lot of fun.
Well, you know what I've been trying to work out during the week? Who this game means more to? Who's under the most pressure here? Because the Adelaide 36ers, they came in as pretty much walking away with the championship, albeit losing Montrez took a little bit of a dent to that. But this is a home game for the Cairns Taipans, and as Adam Ford said in the presser, they're not underdogs anymore. If they want to be able to compete for a championship, these are the sort of wins that they need to get on home court.
I think they'll win this game. I really do. I think if they can keep Marcus Lee out of foul trouble, because Isaac Humphries is a problem, I think with the rest for Andrew Andrews, I think he's set for a big one. Both these teams hate defense, so it's going to be a great score.
They hate defense.
Hate it.
Control Cotton, man. Slow him down. He's great. If you can find a way to fix that, then you get a chance.
You know what, Leonard? I think you hit the nail on the head. You got to double team him, but you got to go at him on the offensive end. You two are going to be taking us through the game all night along with the voice of the NBL, Jack Heverin. We are set for a classic contest at the Cairns Convention Centre. The Adelaide 36, the pre-season favourites against these so-called underdogs, the Cairns Taipans.
That was a really, really below standard round one game.
A 37-point loss.
Ugly is
that's a compliment.
Well, they look like they were in shock. They didn't look like an NBL team. They looked like an NBL 1 team.
This is a results-driven industry, and what we did on the weekend was not good enough.
There's still time for Cairns. Adam Ford demanded a response. And at home he got one.
6 on the shot clock.
Oh, high arc. That is a massive snake bite right here in Sydney.
What a performance from this team. After round one, they copped the spray from their coach and they've responded.
Bryce Cotton has arrived in Adelaide.
New chapter, same book.
Cotton.
Oh, man, the more things change, the more they stay the same for the great one.
Cotton. Bryce Cotton is dancing all over them.
Oh, a pass.
And the fans are on their feet.
That's special.
Well, it shook Divas out of his shoes. And that's the double.
What a debut by Bryce Cotton.
It felt good. The crowd was amazing. This is my home now. They rocking with me and I'm rocking with them.
The start of a new NBL season means new hopes and dreams for all teams here in the Hungry Jacks NBL. But perhaps no two teams had greater ambitions of a change of fortunes coming into this season. The Cairns Taipans got the signature of their $1 million man, Jack McVeigh, and opened the purse to compete with the big boys. Meanwhile, that man on screen, Bryce Cotton, shocked Australian basketball by leaving the Perth Wildcats and signing with the Adelaide 36ers. On court tonight, two of the biggest money men in the NBL as Jack McVeigh and Bryce Cotton go head-to-head, and we start round 3 on a Thursday night with the Snakes and the 36ers. So great to have your company. Perth and Illawarra still to come in an open-air game later on tonight. Pete Hooley and Leonard Copeland, NBL champions alongside me. This is going to be a fascinating game, you two. Welcome.
Yeah, it's good to be here. Very, very fascinating indeed. As I said in the pre-game show, both teams don't fancy defense too much, Cobes, so whichever team wants to try and lock up a little bit my set be set for the win, but Bryce Cotton, what a debut for the Adelaide 36ers. Should have had 50, could have had 50, but they got the win. I'm sure that's all he cares about.
Absolutely. Look, he's been fantastic his whole career, but it's just something special about the last year and coming into this year. He's not proving a point, but you got to know he's going to get his numbers, and his numbers generally lead to wins for the team he's playing for.
What we're seeing right now is highlights of his first game for the Adelaide 36ers last Sunday against Brisbane, Pete. 39 points on debut. He was playing with them.
He was, and he didn't actually take a shot for the first 4 minutes, and then once he saw the defensive coverage or lack thereof from the Brisbane Bullets, he just tore it apart. That's what he does best.
He's always smiling. Jack McVeigh brings a positive attitude and a positive mindset, and that's what the Taipans are trying to embrace this year as well, Copes. As I mentioned off the top, they're sick of being the underdogs anymore. They're sick of being the small team. They go out and get a guy like this. It shows they mean business.
Absolutely. No more easy beats for Cairns. You're not going to come in here and beat us. We're going to play hard, but we have the talent to go along with that now. And when you got that talent and a guy like this guy who's a proven winner, who's won in every aspect of his career, then you know you got a chance.
Last Sunday, 24-9 against the Sydney Kings, which we're seeing here last Friday night against the Brisbane Bullets. 19 points, 9 rebounds, and a career-high 9 assists. Jack McVeigh can get you in so many different ways. We are just 90 seconds away from tip-off at the Cairns Convention Centre. Ariana Prather is ready to go with her X Factors for tonight.
Listen, guys, I think in matchups like this where there are such big superstars in Bryce Cotton and Jack McVeigh, it's really going to come down to those X factors to determine who's going to win. So take these names down. First, Rain Smith. If Adelaide forgets that he is there focusing so much on Jack McVeigh, he's going to end up with 6 to 7 threes on the night, and Cairns can pull off this upset. For Adelaide, Nick Rakocevic, he's loud, he's aggressive. He may not play many minutes, but if you're standing near 7 foot tall, you could just stand there and you're going to affect the game. Those are my 2 X factors for tonight, guys.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing Rakocevic in action because he's going to have to be an integral piece of this team. I think they went out there and got a really good replacement with everything that happened with Montrezl Harrell departing. He's going to be important for their championship hopes. And then Rain Smith, coach, we got to call his first game. He's exciting to watch.
Quick shooter, man. Lets it fly. Full of confidence. The guy can play.
Starting 5s for both teams, as I mentioned, reminder still to come tonight. The Perth Wildcats hosting the Illawarra Hawks at RAC Arena. Hopefully the roof can be open for that one as well. We'll check in with them a little bit later on. Here's the 5 from last week. Pete, we shouldn't walk past the opening round or the round 2 performance of Zylan Cheatham. He was just shining glass all afternoon.
Yeah, he was. And again, expect him to do the same in this. He's got an athletic matchup advantage on Jack McVeigh, but he's going to have to be locked in defensively. And Flynn Cameron, how good did he look? He was being really the secondary playmaker outside of Bryce Cotton. So I'm looking forward to that. But Jack, Bryce Cotton told me last year on NBL Now this is his favourite venue to play at. So that worries me if I'm a Cairns Taipans fan.
And not because of Gilligan's, because I think he just likes the venue. Here's the Cairns Taipans starting 5 Copes. Andrew Andrews will be an interesting one. Got off the plane, played a double, and cramped in both games. He's now had a few days to actually rest and recover.
A smart player, too. He's got his legs now. He can score from outside. But I like these smarts. I like the fact that he gets other guys involved. He plays good defense. He has long arms. He'll be a factor tonight.
Ken Widgeon, Alex McEwen, and Mark Mill, the 3 men in charge tonight. Great to see Mark Mill back out there as well. Ruptured his Achilles at the back end of last season. He's ready to go.
That's right. Did we call that game?
We sure did.
It's a quick turnaround.
And the arms look just as good as they ever did.
Yeah. It's a very quick turnaround. Now, this Cairns starting lineup, who's going to Bryce? Is it going to be Rain Smith, or is it you going to put a bit more size with Schofield or Andrews?
Andrews and 40. Send 40 at him as well. You got to send a couple of people at him. I'm telling you now, there's not one person on that floor can guard him.
No, there's not. There's not many in the league, to be fair, if any.
We are ready to go. It's Thursday night doubleheader on an enormous weekend for Australian basketball.
I'll also keep track of Zylan Cheatham in jump balls. I think he's 2 for 2 to start the season.
When you jump like that, I'm not surprised. Here's Isaac Humphries, 13 points in Adelaide's opener last week. Early look for Vasiljevic.
Told you.
You don't have to throw the mind back too far. Round 17 last year had 21 points in the opening quarter at this venue.
And what's the chances he takes the next
3? The next 3 shots. You knew they'd run something for him early. The very first play is Schofield answers for the Taipans. Bit of misdirection, though. Everybody was worried about Bryce, but you expect DJ to get a few good looks here in the first quarter.
Here's Humphries at the elbow. Confidence sky high to start the season, and he scores. So Adelaide's first 2 scores, Vasiljevic and Humphries. Couldn't ask for much more than that.
And Bryce is one of those players, he's not even worried about it. He's an unselfish guy, he can still get his numbers, but just get the other guys involved early, and then let me bring home the ship.
Early 3-ball from Admiral Schofield.
What are we, 4 for 4?
Admiral Schofield, he loves a corner 3. He made a name for himself in the NBA as a 3-and-D player. Flynn Cameron.
It's Humphries with the O-board and the putback.
Good activity from Isaac Humphries to start this one.
You did mention there's not going to be a lot of defense played in this game, so let's just see.
Team both on track for 200.
Vasiljevic's already knocked down 1. Draws attention from McVeigh. Humphries fouled.
Those are the fouls there from Marcus Lee that he simply cannot afford to get. He nearly cost them the win in Brisbane with a brain fade. But those ones there, when you're out of position or you've fallen over, you can't just slap down. With no Sam Wardenberg, you are so important to this game. For everyone they play, when they've got real big interior presence like Isaac Humphries is, now Rakocevic comes in, they are too thin in that department.
Last weekend, as Humphries misses the first, they lost points in the paint 48-28 against Sydney, 56-38 against the Brisbane Bullets. So without Sam Wardenberg, as Pete said, Copes, it is the glaring weakness of the Taipans.
100%. And if you're smart, you go inside. I think we called the game when they played the Brisbane Bullets. And in that 4th quarter, they didn't go inside enough because Lee was on the bench. You got to milk that thing, especially when there's no bigs in there.
Andrew Andrews, stack of EuroLeague experience. Nice little pass inside for Marcus Lee.
Exactly the same call. 2 times, fellas.
Great communication from the referee. You heard him there saying the exact same thing down the other end. Great pass from Andrew Andrews. What we're going to see from both these teams is quick offense. If the shot clock winds down, if there's a shot clock violation at all in this game, Copes, I will be surprised.
And you know what's funny? We talked about McVeigh and Cotton. Neither one of them have had a shot.
No.
Which is great, though, which is good for basketball.
63% free throw shooter to start the season, Marcus Lee. This part of his game can often be an adventure.
That was ugly, Jack. That one was ugly.
Deep breath. Former Tasmania Jack jumper, championship winner there. Spent last season with Melbourne United.
Yeah, that's more like
it. 36ers leaded by 2 early on. Thursday night hoops as we start round 3 here in the Hungry Jacks NBL. Caught Humphries' leg last. Here Mike Wells, mic'd up. He's working the officials over early. Andrews throws a bullet. Humphries takes care of that rebound. Admiral Schofield, Pete, to start the season, came in with a lot of hype and expectation. How have you seen his start?
Yeah, slow start. I mean, again, for any new import coming in, adjusting to the NBL can take time. And he's a lot bigger than 98% of the league. I mean, it's 100% of the league because Kelly Le'Pepe's out. So he's the strongest player in the NBL.
And doesn't back down. I mean, he likes the physicality.
131 NBA games with Washington and Orlando Magic. Number 42 from the 2019 draft. Shot clock at 7. Wayne Smith drew a closeout, blows past Cotton, and Lee blows the tip in.
Could have gone in. Soft bounce. Oh,
Cheatham off the window with a little push. Adelaide lead by 4.
How high did he get on that jump shot?
Well, he does like that little float. I don't think he meant to call glass.
Zylan Cheatham with his first points of the night. 14 rebounds in round 2.
Oh!
Marcus Lee wasn't missing it twice.
That's what he'd be waiting on.
Great pickup for the Cairns Taipans in the off-season, Marcus Lee. Again, initially would have been coming off the bench as a backup big to Sam Wardenberg. But now he's getting thrown in there for a whole lot more minutes and responsibility.
Cheatham muscles in. Humphries cleans it up. Still time on the shot clock available for the visitors. Nice look in the corner for Flynn Cameron. Andrews with the rebound and the step. Lee again, down the lane.
He's so quick. That hezzy from Andrew squared just froze him.
Are we going with that, are we? Andrew squared?
That's the last time I'll do it, I promise.
Cameron knocks down that one.
Cairns seem to be running Bryce up. Not running him up, but every play there's a pick and roll here. Trying to run his body off those big guys.
Come back to that next trip down the floor for Adelaide, coach. Tell us what you're seeing. Vasiljevic with space. That time.
And Andrew here. Lower it down. Make Bryce play some defense. Tire those legs out a little bit.
Up and down start to this game. Marcus Lee puts it on the floor. The spin and the finish.
Him and Isaac are very good friends as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Best man in the wedding, I believe, is this putback from Marcus Lee on the Amy replay. He missed the one in the possession before. Have a look at that hezzy. Just froze Bryce Cotton. Dump off to Marcus Lee. What about the Echo? Should we call him the Echo?
I think we need to workshop this.
Okay.
These nicknames at the moment. You can hit us up on Twitter with your thoughts. We know that you will. DJ Vasiljevic, always keen to hear his thoughts, and Ariana Prather caught up with him pre-game.
When Bryce made the announcement that he was going to go to Adelaide, he said that you were one of the reasons that he wanted to join the 36ers and your ability to knock it down from deep. How's your guys' relationship grown both on and off the court?
I mean, it's been good. Obviously, if you look at last game, I didn't really shoot the ball much, but it's just taking that another defender away from him to have the open space to go to work. And obviously, when Bryce has 40, you're tending to win. So just giving him the gravity, and he knows when people start to double team him or gravitate towards him, I'll be open for shots. So it's gelling. It might take a few games, but it'll get there.
The last sentence is the interesting one there, Copes, and I know that it's one you're really strong on. You spoke about it in the pre-game as well. For guys like DJ, it might take a little while to get used to.
And he has to be patient because your teammates with the best player in the league. Now, the first, second, and third option is going to be for Bryce. But over time, people will start doubling Bryce. It's going to open it up for you. Now you get a chance to shine and do your thing. Don't force anything. Don't take the points out of Bryce's hand because it's going to hurt the team.
Isaac White into the game. Matt Kenyon as well. And our first look at Nick Rakocevic, number 31. He's a big unit. It's White with a little jumper.
Isaac White, instant offense off the bench. He was terrific in their round one game. First game in round two, I should say. Round one, they were playing European powerhouse. That's two. Now that's two fouls on Marcus Lee. So it's a good effort from Vasiljevic to try and get around. But this is why that first foul, you just cannot afford to have those little mental lapses where you just slap at it.
And if Ford is smart, you get him out straight away, right now.
It doesn't have to do that. Just use your big frame, put your arms above your head, and he's going to have to sit down. And if I'm like Wells, I'd be thinking any minute now to get Isaac Humphries back in the game. You can play a double big lineup with Rakocevic.
We spoke about the points in the paint issue for them in round two. It's when they went to Galloway at the 5 that they experienced some of those problems. Rakocevic makes his presence felt straight away.
And that's what happens when Marcus Lee has stupid fouls. They need him on the floor. Can't afford to get those fouls up because they're too big.
He arrives with a purpose, 27-year-old out of Chicago, Illinois, 6'11", coming off some time in Puerto Rico. Everywhere he goes, he rebounds.
That's exactly the piece that they needed. A bit more depth, a complementary big who can space the floor. Hasn't shot it well in recent times, but he can stroke it. Speaking of which, that would have been a perfect transition.
It's the ultra quick release of Rain Smith on show there. White gets to a nice spot again and gets that to drop. Comes in with instant offense, as you absolutely appropriately said it, Pete. Timeout Cairns. In the blink of an eye, it's out to 8 points.
62% from the floor for the 36ers. They've got 3 offensive rebounds. They've had a couple of extra opportunities, but this is not going to cut it. Someone's got to stand up and defend.
We're about to take a listen to Adam Ford. Hang on to your hats.
Hard work on his left hand, and then we let someone else get the O board in the M1. Fellas, we got a gang rebound on this. We're getting killed on these boards at the moment. We're doing a half-decent job defensively, half-decent, but we keep giving up the second chance points on those possessions. We've got to be smarter with that. Hey, break a 1 again. Mo, if you get it, give it straight back to Drew on this. Let's look to get it to pick 45. Got it? Jack the first one, KG's the second one. Coming off it, staggers, coming back for it. We good? Hey, overboard. Not enough. Come on.
And I was just about to say, let's try to get Jack McVay some shots, get him going now, because he's the type of guy that can bring you back, get you going again, knock down some threes. But he's right, Forty's right, you got to keep these guys off the glass. I mentioned that in the pregame show. You got to control this glass, because if you don't, still got Cheatham coming off the bench. You got your other two bigs that are going to the glass. It could be a long night.
And roll it into him in this matchup with Matt Kenyon. Yeah, Matt Kenyon has played defense at a high level. That's what he does. That's what he's in the team for. But Jack McVay is one of the best awkward players we've ever seen. He'll get to his spots.
Andrews with the ball handling duties. Jack McVay trying to get open. Andrews winds the clock down to 5. He'll have to go solo. Blocked by Rakocevic. Adelaide come up with it. Harris scrapping for it. Loose ball available. Harris got it to Cotton.
Wow. Wow.
Bryce Cotton. And he's getting started. Had 44 last time he was on this floor.
It is an 11-point lead. Schofield trying to change that for Cairns. It's helpful.
Nothing matters on that end right now until they get some stops.
Cotton throws it away. Over the head of Rakocevic, which is not an easy feat at 6'11". Just go back to that last play, though. The ball on the ground. Michael Harris dives on it. Do you think we would have seen that type of desperation from the 36ers in the last couple of years?
Well, it's what's needed, and it's what's needed from those role players who Michael Harris trying to find his spot in this rotation. Those are the things that are certainly going to endear yourself to Mike Wells.
McVay creates room.
It's game over. When he gets it there, I know he's not the most athletic, he's not the strongest, but he's so awkward, and he prides himself on understanding his body and the way that it works with the little fadeaway, long wingspan.
Kenyon left open. Smart by Isaac White. Kept it alive. Michael Harris steps into his 3. Since the timeout, rebounding has been better for Cairns. In these last couple of minutes, Andrews put the ball onto his foot. Cotton finds another gear with the left hand. He's special.
He is special, Jack. Just gets the job done night in and night out, regardless of who they put on him.
Anyway, well, they're going to send double. Great job from Silent Cheatham. Not sure if he was even part of it. He just saw it and went for it. There's the turnover, and Bryce Cotton just too quick and too crafty.
25-16 Adelaide lead. Ariana Prather.
Coach Forty didn't say much during that last huddle, but he did say every possession play smart. And that turnover by Jack McVay is just something that the Taipans do not need. But guys, as I'm sitting here courtside, really feeling the energy from the game, it just is overwhelmingly obvious that Adelaide is playing way harder than the Taipans. How do you fix that?
Well,
you try and stop that.
You can't. You just flat out cannot. When Bryce Cotton, if you don't just sit on his hip and force him into 4 of your teammates and say, hey, help me solve this problem, you can't guard him one-on-one. You have to do it as a team, and all you can do is sit on his hip, make him essentially just beat you, and then trust your defense is loaded up behind you. If you let him dance with it, he is just too good.
You got to send a double at him. I don't care what you say. I've been saying it for the longest, and I think Illawarra did it last year, that first couple of rounds when they played him and slowed him down just a little bit. You're not going to stop him. He has the ball too much. He's a great player. You're not going to stop him, but you want to slow him down a little bit. You can't let him get his eye on every shot.
He's got 7 points on 3 of 4. Jack McVay starting to get his game going as well. That's 4.
I do like the opportunity here for Moan Mag. Missed a couple of games to start the season through injury, but has that reputation as a defender.
Big assignment first up.
Absolutely. We saw it from Tane Murray last week for the Bullets. Talk about welcome to the league moments. That island is one of them. It's not fun.
He's just toying with these guys out there. And when it's one-on-one, you can't stand there and watch him and say, I got my man. No, you don't. Go at him.
Galloway, quick release three. That's well short and rushed.
You're spot on, Copes. Where's all the help behind whoever's guarding Bryce Cotton?
He pulls up for three this time.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
44, Jack, last time he was on this floor. It's his favourite venue in the league. Already has 12.
If you think we talk too much about him, then just watch what's going on right now. Greatness before our very eyes as Schofield replies at the other end for the Taipans.
Mind you, Bryce Cotton that game, he had 44 against Cairns. He had 4 in the first quarter. So he's already got 12.
This time, he gets Mag in the air. A willing passer created a path for Flynn Cameron. And that's when he's so hard to stop, Coach, when he's willing to give it up.
That's exactly right. He's an unselfish player. I mean, he'll make the next pass. Not worried about his points, but they come because he's so good at what he does.
Final possession of this opening quarter will be with the Taipans. Late clock for Andrews, he's fouled.
Now you ask people to have a go with some nicknames. Had a submission, Drew 2.
Drew 2? That's not bad.
Don't mind Drew 2. I thought the echo was crafty. Trying to be a bit of a wordsmith there, Coach, but Drew 2 might stick.
Hit us up online, let us know what you think. Wouldn't say it was an overwhelming response for the echo.
No.
What have you got?
I like Drew 2.
It wasn't yours?
That's all right, we'll take it, we'll take it. Anything's better than Echo. Supposed to be called Echo.
This man.
What's wrong with you, Pete?
This man's going to be on a show and be like, I came up with this nickname, Drew 2.
Nah.
A deep breath for Andrew Andrews. A couple of late free throws help their cause. 2.2 seconds to work with here for Adelaide. Cotton off the floor, but still plenty of scoring options. Cheatham to play the role of quarterback. Cameron.
Oh, wow.
It almost came off.
It's a foul.
Fouled him.
It is a foul.
He's going to have 3 free throws. That is just a brain fade. You've just got to get out of the way. Alex Higgins-Titcher just subbed into the game. And it's not a confusing set. That is actually a very common set with 2 or so seconds left, a full court heave, and the big catches it and hands it off to a guard. And he's just contested it a bit too overzealous. And Flynn Cameron's going to go to the free throw line. I think they're checking to see if it's in time, but... Oh, wow. That hurts.
Adam Ford's face told the story.
Yeah, it did. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. That is just way too many points in a quarter.
There's some strong words for his Taipans at quarter time. As you say, Copes, 36 in the opening quarter is far too many. The Adelaide offensive show is in full swing tonight at the Cairns Convention Centre. They lead by 13 at quarter time here in the Hungry Jacks NBL, and it's that man, the benchmark, Bryce Cotton, getting it done with 12 in the opening term.
take out the punches.
It's simple. Enter your name, section, and seat number to win. It's as simple as that. And then a three-quarter time, we'll be back to give away the cash from NQ4 Blitz. Your local Walker dealer service agent and Walker buyer provider. Scan away. 350 coming away. This is the final period of the season. Want to be in line, to be in line, Disney Plus and Foxtel. Some out of the one chat. Take it to the guys for details.
Welcome back to the Cairns Convention Center, where the Adelaide 36ers are currently on top, 36-23. Coach 40 during that last time out, telling his team once again that every possession matters. But guys, you talked about it during that whole first quarter. I think we're going to keep saying his name, Bryce Cotton. I would ask you guys how to stop him, but I don't think that that's possible.
Is it possible?
Well,
Not on your own.
no, not on your own. He's proven it year after year after year.
Marcus Lee back out there with 2 fouls, so big risk here for Cairns, and it almost came off. Over the top of Zylan Cheatham.
Not an easy feat. Good pass from Rain Smith, and you know Zylan Cheatham's going to back himself in the air.
Marcus just has to be smart. No stupid fouls. Stay on the floor so you can help with the rebounds. And he was playing well before he fouled out. What do you have?
Yeah, I'm not sure about
7 points.
I'm not sure about throwing him in to start the second. Because if he picks up a third one down the other end, he's going to have to sit the whole rest of the half. I would have tried. I guess the game's starting to get away from him if they don't. But he is just so important. Again, it goes back to the injury. Without Sam Wardenberg.
Fouled out last Friday against the Bullets. Can be prone to foul trouble. The Taipans big man. Cheatham lost the handle. Put that one into the crowd.
I've never played with a guy like that. He's unselfish. When he makes a mistake, he puts his hand up. He's a team player.
Yeah, he is. He's just great value, great energy as well.
What about the comments too about setting the standards? That I'm willing to go to the depths of hell to find the right standards and to help Adelaide win games.
A little bit aggressive.
Shows how much it means.
That's trouble.
Stitcher got away with one.
Marcus Lee is going to work.
Marcus Lee is deep in his bag that I didn't know existed with that fadeaway. He made a couple of dribble moves earlier.
A hand in there, that was enough to knock it away from Humphries.
Oh, trouble as well.
Andrews pulls the trigger. He thought he was fouled. Ken Widgeon said he was flopping.
Going up.
Two shots.
Oh, wow. That looked like it was on the ground.
Right now. Two shots. Andrew.
Getting a look at it here. Oh, we so often see that called on the floor. So that technical foul on Andrew Andrews.
One shot.
So Andrews gets a flop warning and then a tech foul. Vasiljevic shoots a bonus. Just concerning the way this looks for the Taipans right now.
They're out of whack. And I'm expecting 40 to call one of those timeouts and lose it a little bit, get them back on track. Or McVay grab them and they huddle up. Because right now, they're all over the place.
But 25 points just started the second quarter. He's not bad.
No.
You've given up 38, but I don't know where it comes from. I don't know where that defensive identity comes from with who they have on the floor. Someone needs to spark it and just stand up and lead from the front.
No Sam Wardenberg, still missing with an ankle injury, expected to be somewhere around 8 to 10 weeks, suffered just before the start of the season. Pete mentioned it earlier, Mawot Mag playing his first game with the Cairns Taipans. Suffered a toe injury at the pre-season blitz. Tip in from Marcus Lee, who's got 11.
Generally, when a team sees Bryce Cotton score as easy as he is, and they got 39 points, you try to score with him. You got to find a way to shut him down, slow it down.
Humphries walks it into the keyway for an easy two.
Just too easy.
Well, I mean, they know they're going at Marcus Lee and he can't afford to foul. So it's just really smart.
Sharing the ball and they're sharing the points. Humphries with 7 of his own. Somehow Rain Smith.
Got a left-handed hook.
More of a scoop.
Huh?
I'll give it a scoop more than a hook.
Whatever the hell it was, he's too young to be taking those shots. What's wrong with him?
Stay within touching distance.
Oh, boy.
Great find, Cameron. Humphries scores in the paint again.
They are going to put up a mammoth score at this rate. 70% from the floor.
Nice D as well. No foul, but every time Adelaide take a trip down this end of the floor, they are scoring at will. Cameron for 3 more.
Wow.
It has to be a timeout from Adam Ford. They are leaking right now, the Taipans.
Oh, they what? 17 of 24 for the 36ers, and that's just real simple offense. That is a high ball screen. Jack McVeigh has to try and bump the cutter, as you see on the Amy replay, and Bryce Cotton just flicks it over his head, and Flynn Cameron cashes in.
He's got 10 points of his own now, Flynn Cameron, another of the 36ers' key off-season signings from Melbourne United. We caught up with him pre-season, and he spoke about why he chose Adelaide.
So I was in New Zealand at the time playing in the NBL, and then just trying to make a decision on what teams were interested, talking it through my agent, going back and forth with my dad. You know, when it comes to like those decisions, you always want to talk to whoever's in your circle, and obviously my dad's a big part of that. But also just seeing that Coach Mike, he took a flight, came to visit me in Pukekohe of all places, and when I sat down with him, I saw his vision, and I like what he had to say.
Comes from the utmost of stock. His father, Pero, a legend of New Zealand basketball. And Pete, it sort of just talks more to the Adelaide 36ers, and they've been pretty open about this, about not only getting good basketballers, but better people, which perhaps they haven't done in previous years.
I mean, you go right back to the start of off-season, and 5 teams in the hunt from Flynn Cameron's signature. They wanted him long-term deal as well. It's all the vision in Adelaide. I think you saw a couple of dollar signs as well.
You know what I like about him, though? He plays multiple positions. He's a smart kid. And like you say, growing up with his dad would have taught him the right way.
Man, Pero.
His dad played the right way.
So fun to watch.
It wasn't fun to play against, let me tell you that, bro.
46-29. Adelaide in charge on Thursday Night Hoops. The lob from Andrews to Lee.
They have no issue scoring themselves for the most part, but they just got to find a way to get some stops.
Marcus Lee has 13 points. He's managed to negotiate the first 4 minutes without another foul. Kosovic over the back, chopped it away from Lee, who can do nothing other than stand there.
I've been unlucky there, Marcus Lee. There's Flynn Cameron. That looks like a bit of a professional foul. Anytime you try and hold up from a disadvantage, put your hand in the air.
And offensively, Cairns aren't playing bad. They just can't get any stops. Maybe slow it down, maybe.
It's a good look for Rain Smith. He's been begging for one of these.
He has yet to hit a 3 at home. I think that's all of 6 now for Rain Smith. He's hit 8 threes on the 2 road games.
First look at Vukocevic from beyond the arc.
Everyone else is enjoying shooting in far north Queensland except their best shooter.
Which is not what they were after. McVeigh will like the look of this matchup. Backs in, attracts a crowd. Shot clock down to 3 for Schofield. Simon Cheatham takes care of the rebound. That's 5 in the opening half. that he has.
Tough shot by DJ.
Andrews thought about it. You need to string together consecutive points. Great pass, McVeigh. Premium look for Ryan Smith.
And there it is.
A couple of stops now in a row. Near 40. That's what he's screaming about.
It was as high as 17 points, the lead a couple of minutes ago. Cairns have just started to have this looking a bit more respectable. For the first time tonight, Adelaide is looking a little more clunky, but nice take from Cameron. And that will be 3 fouls on Marcus Lee.
He's going to have to sit down now. In comes Galloway.
Marcus has got to be smarter than that. Sometimes you have to give up those layups.
Yeah. When you put yourself in that position with that first foul, that's really crafty from Flynn Cameron, just to really stop and slow down.
Flynn Cameron on the line. Mentioned that it is an enormous weekend for Australian basketball. The New Orleans Pelicans will create history tomorrow night when they play Melbourne United at Rod Laver Arena. The very last tickets are available if you scan that QR code. The hype, the attention, Coach, it's going to be very, very special.
Oh, I'm excited now. I mean, anytime you can bring that kind of talent to Australia, I mean, it's enormous. Kids are going crazy. So many kids. I do basketball camps. I got that many kids calling me asking me for tickets. I don't have tickets myself.
Is that what you say to them?
Well, that'll get you more sign-ups.
Yeah, say it, man.
Sure, that was good for business.
You can't call me and ask me for tickets. I don't have them. Sold out.
Too deep. Too deep from Galloway.
Rare miss from Cotton. McVeigh gets things moving.
Clear out, Ryan Smith.
Things starting to change here in the direction of the Taipans. Galloway had it knocked out of his hands. Rasmussen sharp. Deep ball from Cameron. And Smith taken out by Harris.
17. White 17.
What's been better, Pete, in the last 2.5 minutes for the Taipans?
They've upped the aggression a little bit defensively. Oh, gee, the 36ers have just missed a couple of shots as well. They've managed to tick the scoreboard over as well, so you just slowly build a little bit of pressure, but here comes Isaac Humphries, which I thought might come sooner rather than later. With Marcus Lee sitting down for the rest of this quarter, you've got Humphries in there now for 4 minutes to really cause an issue.
And the tempo as well. Look, they're walking the ball down the court. They're getting the ball to McVeigh, who takes 8 or 9 dribbles. So they're playing at their pace.
Andrews will spin. Here's Humphries. There's a +7 for his time on the floor tonight. 9 points.
I don't like that shot from the Taipans. And they fall asleep defensively. That's going to be a foul, Schofield.
Stay here.
Because that just was stuck in Andrews' hands. There was no ball movement, no player movement. And yes, he can make that shot. That's not what got them crawling this margin back.
DJ Vasiljevic back in. Both teams with just the one game for this round. Adelaide hosting, travelling to Perth, hosting Perth, I should say, next Friday night. Cairns, that is, hosting Perth next Friday night. Adelaide will play Tasmania Thursday night hoops. Hope you made sense of that. Humphries, not the first time. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. He's a big problem for them out there.
He is. Jack McVeigh's unhappy that he closed out to Matt Kenyon like he was Chris Golding. There's no need for that. Close out short. If he knocks down a couple, then maybe adjust, but closed out aggressively, and Matt Kenyon put the ball on the floor and had a disadvantage.
It's fair to say at times Isaac Humphries was frustrated last year, Copes. Montrezl Harrell's departure has perhaps created some more opportunities for Isaac at his best. How good can he be?
He's very good. I mean, Isaac played for us in Sydney when we coached in Sydney. Probably the best footwork for a big man in the league. And look, you get him the ball early, let him taste, get him a couple of shots, he'll rebound for you, he'll play defense for you. But if he's out there and you just forget about him, then he sort of goes missing in the game. Got to get him the ball.
It's worked for them tonight. 11 points, 5 rebounds. It's off the back of 13 and 6 last Sunday, and then win over Brisbane.
Oh, boy. Oh, it's just too cluttered up in that corner. So a couple of possessions now where they've just tried to rush things a little bit, the Taipans. And I worry that that'll start to be compounded errors because Bryce Cotton hasn't taken a couple of shots here yet.
Oh, they're coming.
Silvic on the move. Great D from Andrews. Galloway, perhaps unlucky.
Oh, boy.
Did a lot right in that defensive set, Cairns.
Well, the fans don't like it. That foul's on Galloway.
2 shots.
So where Ken Widgeon was standing, he must have had a direct line of sight to that hole. Based on the replay, we're seeing just the right arm slightly around Humphries. So it does look like a good call. Not a whole lot in it. But again, Copes, this is what happens. We'll get another look at it here. Galloway. Oh, just that right arm around the hip. Not a heap in it. But this is what happens with no Marcus Lee when you're trying to have to get around the front.
And Marcus is old enough to understand that you cannot have those early fouls. We've been talking about this for years. Marcus, especially now, with no Wardenberg, you got to stay on the floor.
But the opposition know this as well, that they are thin in this position. So not only can you not afford to put yourself in that position, you're going to be in there regardless. You've just got to make sure if you do foul, it's ones that you're trying to defend at the rim or you can't get out of the way.
Fay off the floor. Schofield needs to become their primary threat. It's a bit messy for Cairns. Galloway trying to make it work and couldn't. Just as we were singing their praises, Cairns, and how they got themselves back into the game, it's back out to 16. Lee off the floor, McVeigh off the floor, Rain Smith off the floor. This is a bit of a gamble by Coach Adam Ford.
Turnover after turnover, bad shots.
Well, he's looking for a lineup that wants to defend right now. So he's got Higgins Titcher in there, setting him a challenge. Mag, Schofield. Just seeing who wants to play defense. And this is what we spoke about. We called that game when they lost by 40 to the Phoenix. They had no Andrew Andrews, they had no point guard. The game was over by quarter time, so I gave them an asterisk for the offensive end. But defensively, they were so poor, and they just gave up. They weren't moving together, no communication. No matter who's on the floor, you can always control your effort defensively. 52 points with 2 minutes to go is just way too many.
Blown off the court in that round 1 game, as you mentioned, Pete. 37 points. They lost by to the Phoenix, Cairns. It was a less than ideal way to start the season. Cotton getting to work on the Watt Mag. Good luck stopping that.
I think it's a brave act when you put a young kid on Cotton as well.
He fouled him 2 or 3 times as well.
He takes that kind of stuff personally now.
Game-high 18-point lead, only for a moment. Admiral Schofield has just quietly ticked up to 12 points. They need plenty more from him. Cameron bowls over Andrews. So here's a stop.
If they can somehow get this back to just 10 points, probably feeling pretty good. It's going to require a couple more stops. Highlight how important Marcus Lee is. Everyone else is -7, -9, -14. Marcus Lee is just a -2.
I don't like that shot because you don't make Adelaide play any defense. Swing that ball around, make them play some defense, and all of a sudden, it's a different game.
He's unsuccessful. Andrews rallying the troops. A couple of meaningful possessions. Higgins Titcher unloads.
Bryce Cotton's hurt himself here. I wonder if it's another corky. Got one last week.
knee on knee last week, wasn't it? The crossover still works, and so does the jumper.
Yeah, he's all right.
They're always limping and then that ball bounces your way. Perfect medicine.
16 first half points. Galloway.
Just 2 quick shots. Coach nailed it, talking about how the tempo got them back into this game, and now it's got them out of it.
Definitely looks impeded, Bryce Cotton.
Going up.
36 is patient with the shot clock. Galloway leans in.
That's one there, though. You have to have his back. Galloway should not be guarding Bryce Cotton, but you've had a breakdown, you've had to switch. Get another look at it here. There's the corky right there.
Similar spot to last week.
Yeah. Oh, right there. IT. Right on the quad. But someone's got to be screaming behind Galloway, crawl in, send him baseline, and load up behind whoever is on Bryce Cotton, especially when it's not his direct matchup.
Just around the corner, the WNBL starts a new era. October 18, you can get your tickets at WNBL.com.au. John Cain Arena is where it's all going to start. Kayla George in her new colours with the Southside Flyers will take on Jade Melbourne. It's a great time to be an Australian basketball fan. There is so many good things going on.
So many good players. Just keep coming. From everywhere.
One last chance for the Taipans, who are a long way behind at the half. Andrews deep, McVeigh throws up a prayer. What a half of basketball from the Adelaide 36ers. They score 58 of their own. They restrict Cairns to 38. It's very, very good to watch if you're an Adelaide fan right now.
Sure is. I mean, they're just filling it up. 53% from the field. 5 of 13 from 3, but however they want it, they're getting it. Just keep an eye on Bryce Cotton, who's just a little sore after that corky. He's a long way down to the locker room in the Cairns Convention Centre as well.
Flynn Cameron's been excellent. He's got 12 points and he's with Ariana.
Excellent, he has been indeed. Flynn, you're in the double figures in the first half. How have you been able to create scoring opportunities for yourself?
Just my teammates, looking for me with getting out in transition. Obviously, the gravity that DJ and Bryce attract, and then I'm just having it easy, to be honest.
You guys have an almost 20-point lead going into the half. How do you make sure the intensity you started with carries over into the second?
Just with our leaders, DJ, Bryce, Isaac, they bring intensity every day, and we're just showing it out there right now.
Good luck, Flynn.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
You heard it from the man himself, Flynn Cameron. It's going to all come down to Bryce Cotton. Everyone will catch you up after this short break.
I say this every year about Adam Ford coach teams, mate. This, they don't fucking defend.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. Yep. No worries. 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful, thank you. Oh, who's in the toilet? Did you hear that flush?
Yeah.
That Damo and Annalie.
Oh my God, hi.
Hello. We can't see you, but we can hear you. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Have we got a roof open?
Nah. Well, I think we're just pretending that it's open and putting on some sunnies.
Yeah, just do it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not opening it.
Oh, boo.
Gotcha. Okay,
Whoa. So we can go home?
What's that?
This is over?
Yeah, it's over after the first quarter.
Hello. Yes. I'm good. How are you?
Defense is terrible.
What did we say? Chicken fry. Chicken fry. Let's have a look. Is that right? Yeah. Saffron man. Yeah. All right, Kyman 1. Andrew's still thinking about it. Emily 1. Here we go. Next one up. Oh, Kyle's got it. Who's in quick? Baby animals. Baby animals. Is that correct? Baby animals, one word. 2. Andrew 0, Emily 1. If Kai gets one more, he wins the 3-day pass, backstage pass at Savannah and Round. All right, here we go. Last one. Maybe.
Great to have your company on Thursday Night Hoops. A double-header. We start with Cairns and Adelaide at the Cairns Convention Centre. And at the main break, it is the 36ers having their way with the Snakes. 58-38, they lead. They got whatever they wanted offensively, Pete and Copes, and defensively, they just strangled the Taipans.
Yeah, I mean, really disappointing first half from Cairns. They gave up 59 points to the Phoenix in the first half, 58 here to Adelaide. It's not good enough defensively. They've got to be better. I'm not sure what other wrinkles they can throw at him, but I know 40's not going to be happy with that.
Adelaide did a good job of getting to the free throw line, 15 of 17, and I think Cairns shot 6 free throws, but they out-rebounded them as well. You got to play some defense. You got to double team Cotton, because if you don't, he's going to light you up.
It'll shock no one to know that Bryce Cotton is our Hungry Jack's halftime highlights. He has been sensational. 18 points on 7 of 9. 3 rebounds, 3 assists. He's just hurting them in every way possible.
And he's not forcing anything. He's so smooth. He's getting other guys involved. He's coming down and he's picking his spots, knocking down threes, and look, getting to the basket at ease. He's tough, man.
The last 5 quarters he's played in Cairns, he scored 58 points.
Wow.
In the last 5 quarters. So if that doesn't say, he told me last year this is his favourite venue to play in, and he's showing us why, because you're right, Copes. He's got 18 points without forcing a single shot. He's 7 of 9 from the field. And in the great words of Leonard Copeland, that's not enough shots.
That's not enough shots, bro. You need 10 more.
Get it up.
Our Black Balls player profile is all about Bryce Cotton, of course, has been outstanding in the first half. Isaac Humphries in double figures, Flynn Cameron in double figures. This could get nasty for the Taipans unless they don't tighten up.
Yeah, expect them to show something in the first couple of minutes. Marcus Lee, the foul trouble, it's a watch until Sam Wardenberg comes back. They've got to be careful with that.
I mentioned that it's a double-header tonight here in the Hungry Jacks NBL. As soon as we finish up here, we take you straight to RAC Arena in Perth for the Wildcats and the Illawarra Hawks. The open-air game, and have a look at these two fools, Damian Martin and Annalie Matley. It's not that bright in there, is it?
Well, sadly, the roof's actually still closed, but we are ready. We're slip, slop, slap, ready to go. I bought 2 pairs of sunnies for $40 on the way in. We're good to go, but it's going to be a blockbuster of a game. You can see the boys warming up behind us, but there's so many stars out on the court tonight after you guys finish commentating yours. But where do you start? Is it Tyler Harvey in the point guard position, JaVale McGee, the two that combo at one end, and on the other end, Mason Jones. Can he get going tonight after a slow start as a Perth Wildcat?
I can't take him seriously.
No, I can't take him seriously either. I may as well throw this one to Annalie, because you talk about when the roof opens, it can affect your shot. So I definitely won't talk about Damo when shooting.
Wow, I played my whole career with the roof open, thank you.
Annalie, what do you expect to see from these two teams? Because Perth got to practice with the roof open. Do you want to see them really attack the paint? Because it does definitely pay into it.
Look, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of defense being played, so we're going to see the ball go up a lot anyway. I don't think it's going to affect their shot that much. It's not like the sun's glaring into your eyes, and I'd like to think they're professional enough to not let a change of scenery in the roof, unless it's a seagull that comes in and swoops through the ball as they're shooting it. I don't think it'll have too much of an impact.
Well, we can't wait for this one to come a little bit later on. I dare you both to commentate with sunglasses on during the game. That's coming up next. The Perth Wildcats and the Illawarra Hawks at RAC Arena. But at half-time here, it's the 36ers by 20.
To the fans, my name is Admiral Schofield. I was born in Westminster, UK. Grew up outside of Chicago. My father, he was a Navy man, military man. My mother, heavy in the church, she was a deaconess, so the balance between religion and a military household is very disciplined. Basketball for me started when I was a child. I'll say about 2 or 3 years old. My dad bought me 2 documentaries. One called Come Fly With Me by Michael Jordan, and the other one was Airtime by Michael Jordan. And I would literally watch that on repeat. I mean, every day, every night, and I would run back and forth in the house and dunk on my Fisher-Price rim because I wanted to be like Michael Jordan. I really feel like Michael Jordan really instilled that love of basketball for me and just the passion to want to play the game. I was one of 4. For me, growing up, I was a more mature kid than others because I hung around my older siblings more. For me, I think that helped me throughout life, really stay focused on my goals and things that I wanted to do and achieve.
Schofield, being busy and likes the look of that.
My middle name is Donovan Arias. All of my family, and immediate family, would call me Donovan. No one ever called me Admiral in the house. So when I started school, my first name is Admiral, so that's what they put on the documents. And when I would go to class, they would call out Admiral, and I would just be looking around. I would never raise my hand. And after a couple months, the school called home and was like, Admiral hasn't been showing up to school. And my parents were confused because they were dropping me off. You know what I mean? I was only in kindergarten. So, yeah, I had to learn my name in the house, so they started calling me Admiral a lot more. And yeah, the rest is history. When I was a kid, I felt like that name carried an expectation of always being a leader or always being a person that is the example for others. And that was a pressure that I didn't want as a kid. For me, I think that as I've gotten older, I really appreciate the name because it's very unique. It speaks for itself when you say it. I think it's a great conversation starter as well, but more than anything, I think that it's very unique to me and my personality.
He was a big signature for the Cairns Taipans in the off-season. Admiral Schofield, more than 100 games of NBA experience. 12 points at halftime on 5 of 8 shooting. He comes from a winning family. His brother was a Super Bowl winner in 2014 playing with Seattle in the NFL. He might need to tackle someone in the second half just to try and get things going for Cairns.
He's big enough and strong enough. Love to see him go to the rebound, go rebound a little bit more. But he shot the ball extremely well and loves that corner three-point shot.
Taipans, 0 bench points in the first half. And the only time a team had 0 points off the bench in a whole game last season was against Bryce Cotton at home when he had 44.
There you go.
So a bit of deja vu so far.
Taipans, as the score would suggest, have had troubles at both ends of the floor. Some adjustments that desperately need to be made. Schofield gets a nice little roll.
He's been really good.
There's some positivity to start for the home team.
You got to do it by committee. A couple of stops in a row. Good shots down on the other end. Make Adelaide play some defense.
It's an air ball from Zylan Cheatham. It's that fresh far North Queensland air. Andrew Andrews, in his third game. Just the 4 points in the first half. He's fouled.
On the pass. On the pass.
Won't be shooting free throws.
They're saying it was a lob to Marcus Lee. But again, that was how the first half looked. A whole lot of standing around watching one guy try to attack.
Nice take from McVeigh. Dumps it off to Lee. He scores through the contact. Marcus Lee is having a night.
He's been on fire. He can stay on the floor. He'll give him a chance.
15 points on 7 of 8 shooting. He's the only player out there for Cairns tonight with a positive plus-minus. But, as we've highlighted, 3 fouls has been hanging around his neck all night.
And every possession that Adelaide don't try and attack him, put him in a ball screen or get it down low involving Isaac Humphries, they let Cairns off the hook.
58-44. This time Cheatham muscles in.
They might have to be a zone team until Sam Wardenberg comes back and they get a few more bodies, because Marcus Lee can't defend at his level with 3 fouls and worrying about getting an extra one and having to sit. So you can protect him in a zone, but you all have to be on the same page.
It's tough. I hear what you're saying, people. It's tough to play a zone when you got DJ and Cotton on.
No, I know, but I'm trying to think about what else is going to work for him.
Nate Smith's night doesn't get much better. 2 of 6. He's shooting clip for tonight. Cotton, Cheatham, Cameron, bang.
This is automatic now.
Yeah. I mean, he's always had a really nice stroke from outside. He's going to be a leading candidate for most improved player. He's just patiently waiting for his opportunity.
Had a very, very good off-season with the Franklin Bulls in the NZ NBL, Flynn Cameron. He's just been playing basketball flat out. Humphries, nice help D.
Triple team there. Jack McVeigh.
They are strangling the Snakes again. Humphries would be disappointed with that. Cairns would be even more disappointed. Bonus possession here for Adelaide. They can sense that there's blood in the water. Cotton with ball in hand. Throws up a wild one. Oh, but won it back straight away. Makes up for the previous error. It is a 21-point lead to the visitors.
Mental mistakes here. Just not playing smart basketball.
That's the right idea. Get the ball into the hands of Jack McVeigh more.
Nothing matters unless they can get stops and consecutive stops, and they haven't shown this whole game that they're able to do that. And it hasn't just been Cotton. Cameron's been terrific.
Oh, he is shooting the lights out of it.
That is pure. And now a new game-high lead of 22 points. Showing absolutely no signs of relenting. 2 more for Marcus Lee. We're back to the halftime margin of 20 points. Cheatham for Humphries. What about this Adelaide ball movement?
Shocked there hasn't been a timeout, Lucas. That's just beautiful basketball.
You cannot fault the way that they're playing.
And you can't afford to come down and give them 2 and go back and score 2. It's just not going to help you. It's not smart basketball. You've got to get some stops here somewhere.
Vasilevic with a rush 3. It's a rare miss for Adelaide in this third term.
1 of 5 now for DJ.
Andrews with a party trick. So back-to-back buckets for Cairns. They need more of that, though. Alex Higgins-Titchem, Mawot Mag at the scorer's table. Getting ready to check back in. Humphrey scores with one to come.
Let's go, guys. Line up, please. Points are good. Orange, 9. Points up, fellas. Get lined up.
They cannot stop them.
It's a shame because you go to Sydney and you get a win and you play as a team and your defense is good and you're shooting the ball well, but you're just giving up way too many easy baskets here for you to compete in this league.
But look at that. It's just way too easy, and you can see there's just a disconnect defensively. Everybody's kind of looking at each other.
72 to 52 in this Tangerine timeout. It is a long, long way back for Cairns here at the Cairns Convention Centre. Perth and Illawarra to come straight after this. Confirmation from the West that the roof will be open tonight for the Wildcats and the Illawarra Hawks as well, which is fantastic news for them. Fantastic as well that Supercoach is back, but it's a little different this year. You can beat the coach, partnered by Choice Hotels. It's a new format every single week for fast, accessible play. Any round of this NBL26 season, you can enter for an end-of-season $10,000 prize, including $5,000 cash and $5,000 in Choice Hotels gift vouchers. So jump online and check it out. Beat the coach. It's free to play. Good luck trying to work it out after the first 2 or 3 rounds as well. There have been some stunning individual performances.
Go, guys. One shot. Here we go. White, here we go. White number 8. So for the shooter.
Flynn Cameron, 18 points, 4 of 6 from long range. Adelaide for the night shooting at 36%. And that out of a timeout and a missed free throw is suboptimal.
That sums it up, to be honest, just that play there. They catch a break and just can't come up with an uncontested rebound. And oh boy. The disconnect is there. You can see Andrew Andrews just trying to spark it on. Third bite at it for Adelaide.
Cameron steps back, a hand in the face. That's short. Talk to us more about the disconnect, Pete. Why is that? Is it because it's a new season and a new team, or is there more to it?
Well, it does take that for sure. But also, you're mentally out of it now, being down 20 with all these areas that have continued to pile up. But I'm just trying to figure out as Bryce Cotton wraps around, gets the steal, and we'll get 2. I'm just trying to figure out where their defensive identity comes. Now, this is not how the team was supposed to look. Remember, the original point guard signing was Ashton Higgins, who was an elite defender in the world. Now, when Sam Wardenberg went down and the visa issues with him, they had to pivot and say, you know what, we need some more scoring, some more playmaking. And if we're not going to get Higgins, rather than having a defender in that spot, let's bring in someone like Andrew Andrews. So that gives the challenge now for the rest of this roster. But who's going to be leading the charge? And we haven't seen it so far. And normally most teams will have at least one guy who can spearhead it, and everyone has to kind of be contagious and run along with it.
Andrews, nice jumper. So, is that then, does someone need to take that challenge on? Is it like an Alex Higgins-Titcher or someone to take it on?
I think it's going to have to end up being Mag or Higgins-Titcher.
I just think they're
too young, though.
They're too young. I don't think they're mature enough to be that role player, that leader when it comes to defense. You need a guy that has a lot of experience, been there, and not worried about his stats on the outside, but generally just bust his bum on the defensive end to get things done.
It's a good way to get more minutes, though, isn't it?
I mean, it's right there. It's right there. Adam Ford is just screaming for someone to step up. And Mag, it's his first year in the league. He has that reputation, so it might come with time. Higgins-Titcher, he was a development player last season. It's hard to ask him to do it. He just had an incredible 12-month journey, but he's still young. you look around, it's the Shea Illies, the Will Magnays, the Wani Swaka, the Bullocks, those guys who have done it at the highest level for so long. So it might take some time to come, but someone has to be able to do it if this Cairns team really wants to go all the way this season.
It's a foul on Adelaide. Ariana Prathers watching on.
I talked to Coach Forty before the game, so I think who needs to step up big is Admiral Schofield. He told me before the game that he is really the big brother of this team. He brings the energy and he brings all the guys together during practice. So once he checks back into the ball game, I would like to see the same Admiral from the first quarter step up and lead this team in the third.
You were nodding your head there, Copes.
Definitely makes a lot of sense because he has that experience, because he has the body size and the body type. He needs to be calling the shots on the defensive end.
Doesn't miss too many of those when he's wide open.
Rakocevic just won that rebound 1 on 4, and then Vasiljevic just walks his way in for a layup. 4 Taipans were around him.
So is that intent?
That is, yeah, that's what we talked about in the Game 1 loss to the Phoenix. That you can absolutely control.
Stitcher crashes the O-glass. That's better. There's some intent from the youngster.
And don't get me wrong, it all starts with Marcus Lee staying out of foul trouble in the first half. So that is the #1 rule and the #1 priority now with Sam Wardenberg out. Because to allow your guard defenders to be able to be a bit more aggressive, oh my goodness. Oh.
Timeout, Cairns.
The crowd, you can hear it.
The kettle has been boiling, and I think Adam Ford is about to blow.
And so he should.
So you force a miss. There's that Rakocevic rebound. In the end, there was 5 Taipans around him. And Vasiljevic, like it was practice, just waltzed his way in. And here's that one, Marcus Lee. They get a stop. Frustrating, no doubt.
Round 2 was such a good one for Cairns. They had a win in Sydney. They had a win over the Brisbane Bullets, albeit close games, both of them. But this is crash back to earth sort of stuff tonight for the Taipans. And when you've got Bryce Cotton coming to town, check the fixture of your local team and buy a ticket for when the man comes around. 25 points on 10 of 15. He's got 6 assists, 3 rebounds. He's unstoppable.
The 6 assists does it for me. I mean, again, he's not a selfish player. He comes down, and I don't think he took a shot for the first 3 or 4 minutes of the game, trying to get other guys involved.
Last week.
Yeah, trying to get other guys involved. But he knows how to pick and choose his shot, and he's generally very good at it.
$79.56. 2 minutes remaining in the third term. Galloway back out on the floor. This is a good look for him. Cody Statman also getting his first look of the night.
Well, I like Rakocevic's energy on the rebounds. He's already got 7 of them in just 8 minutes. 4 on the offensive end. It's exactly what they need.
Kenyon, late shot clock, looks up and checks the time. It just seems, Pete, like a good business decision. It's Nick Rakocevic is not the flashiest player in the world. He's probably not going to show up on a lot of recruiting sheets, but for what they need at this time, it seems like a good...
I mean, we've seen over recent history, you can't have too many cooks in the kitchen. And it was just a little clunky with the original signing of Trez. Now, he was signed from the Adelaide 36ers, tell me he was signed to come off the bench. In this original team, it would have been Cheatham and Humphreys.
Not sure he thought.
And he would have come off the bench. So now you've got an All-NBL second teamer who would have been in that position. Now you've got a complimentary big as Schofield knocks that down to Rakocevic, who just does all the dirty work. It's a really, really great signing. And don't forget, they've still got an important spot up their sleeve.
Mike Wells would have had that conversation and said, look, we just need a guy to come in and be hungry, rebound the basketball, play good defense, because we have enough scores. But if,
Nice take. Cap off his good work. Schofield had his pocket picked by the ultimate thief.
Oh, me, oh, my. Oh, man. Just not fair. It's not fair.
Check out the Amy replay. Quicker than a hiccup.
Oh, my. Just quick hands and then, look, nothing but the bottom of the net. There's a Cairns fan behind the backboard, just put both arms up. That's a beautiful sight on the Amy replay. And to be honest, you can now just enjoy the last 10.5 minutes because you're witnessing greatness.
As I said a little earlier in the call, for those who think that we talk about him too much, he's a 5-time MVP. As Pete said, we are watching greatness before our very eyes. Should appreciate every single moment of it as Andrews cuts it back to 22.
I'm 40. I'm going to play 5 guys off the bench. My message is going to be get up and in. I don't care if they score 30 or 40 points. Make them work every play down the field.
A smart move by Statman.
Well, they've got plenty of fouls to give. That's why Adam Ford was screaming it. Got to be careful. Anytime you use the outside arm, that hugging motion, and you got your coach screaming to foul.
Mike Wells with a timeout to spare, wants to draw something up. 5.2 seconds remaining in this third quarter. The Tangerine timeout. The 36ers lead by 22. Now they are only playing the 1 game each this round, Adelaide and Cairns. Bryce Cotton does have 28 as we head towards 3-quarter time. They're leaving him out there in the 4th quarter, aren't they?
The question is, can he get 40?
Well, he won. When he had 44 against Cairns last year, they won by 30-odd. As a Wildcat, so there's their next 5 home games. Tassie at home, they will probably have a reinforcement by then. Sydney at home, well, everybody's got that game circled. Phoenix then back here at Cairns and at Melbourne.
They're going to be hard to beat at home. I mean, Tasmania have already showed that they'll travel and beat anyone anywhere. They've won in Perth, they've won in Illawarra, but based off, Pete, you were there last Sunday, based off what we saw at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre and a sellout crowd and the buzz around Bryce Cotton and the 36ers right now, that has to be a home court advantage.
But this is also just the 3rd game they've really played together as a starting unit, as their main 5. The first time we saw that, because Bryce Cotton didn't play all pre-season, Isaac Humphries only played limited, was when they played in the PGT.
Yeah.
It's not a foul. So they're just trying to wind down the clock. They've still got a couple to give.
A little bit of time taken off. 3.2.
They can do it again. They've still got 1 more to give.
Going up.
Silovic fouled before he got the shot away.
See, I'd argue that's the same as the first one where he got the 2 free throws. I think that was a mistake back in the first quarter.
White side out.
And now, they've done this exceptionally well with Taipans. And you just feel the way this game has been going that it won't matter, and someone will just catch and shoot from deep, and it'll probably bank in.
The way it's going, Mike Wells might be the one to shoot it and knock it down. Everyone else has scored.
Watch Cheatham at the rim.
Here we go.
Watch Vasiljevic fading away.
Here's DJ at 3-quarter time.
Why not? Why not?
They cannot miss. 85-60 is Adelaide's lead at 3-quarter time. They are dominating. As simple as that. Everything has worked for them tonight. Vasiljevic from the logo. Irrepressible basketball from the Adelaide 36ers.
a gentleman who scanned the QR code, put his name in, to try and bring himself $350, and guess what? He did. His name's Alex Dalton, and his son actually picked up one of the Joe Black t-shirts as well too. Wave straight into there. Yeah, all right. Alex, congratulations, $350. Thanks to Mick and the team at NQ Forklifts, your local forklift dealer, service agent and forklift hire provider based in Cairns, NQ Forklifts. Service the Cairns, Boston, Adelaide, Taipans, and Casper Coast region. Make sure it's that easy. You scan the QR code, put in your details. This could be you walking out here tonight with $350. Give it up, NQ Forklifts. What are you ready? You got Taipans for the team?
Welcome back to the fourth quarter. It's time for the Adelaide 36ers to continue their dominant performance or the Cairns Taipans to chip away at this lead. Coach Forty telling his team during the break that he just wants to see them clean up the small mistakes that they've been making. When you grab a rebound, hold on to it and don't let Bryce Cotton come get the ball and score an easy two. Guys, what is it going to take for the Cairns Taipans to at least finish this game with their head held high?
Yeah, I mean, the game's out of contention. It's not all about that. It's just about cleaning things. I just want to see that defensive identity. I think they've got to be able to build it and figure out what it is. It's a very, very long season, and they were terrific last weekend. They went into Sydney. They stuck together. Everybody was moving. Mind you, Sydney had their worst shooting performance in 2022. But what is it?
I think they got enough veterans on this team. Andrew Andrews and McVeigh and Schofield. Huddle up and say, look, guys, we're getting embarrassed at home. Our fans don't deserve this. Let's tighten it up here. If we come down and miss every shot, so what? But let's shut them down or limit them to shots, easy baskets, and have less mistakes.
And
What about that pass?
Well, there's the disconnect, miscommunication. Are you sending the double team on Bryce? Is it a straight switch? They had both Galloway and Statman go to the ball. Everybody had to recover. And also, what I loved about that is Cheatham, who's only got the 4 points, 5 field goal attempts, was more excited than anyone that Humphreys got that M1.
4 of their 5 starters in double figures. Cotton has 28, Humphreys 19, Cameron 18, Vasiljevic 11. Cotton almost came up with another one. There are some, Copes and Pete, who think that that final import spot for Adelaide should be a pure point guard, and it should be someone who can run the floor, marshal the troops, and get Cotton his looks. But we've had a couple of games now seeing him as the primary ball handler. Do you like it?
I do. I mean, the way they're playing right now, why would you bring in someone else who disturbs what they got going? I mean, yes, you keep that card up your sleeve.
Yeah.
Keep it up your sleeve if you need it.
Oh, my goodness.
Wide open. And I mean wide open.
I mean, the closest defender was in Brisbane. I'm not sure what's happening. It's one of the best shooters we have in the league. Bryce Cotton's laughing. They didn't even do anything tricky. It was just a straight ball reversal.
Oh. That's not good vision. If you're a Cairns fan.
What's not fun now for this Cairns team is that you don't play again for a while. So that's not going to be fun to be at practice.
Next Friday, they host the Perth Wildcats. Their next 3 games are Perth, Melbourne and Adelaide, who are 3 of the best teams in the competition. So they've got some serious work to do at the defensive end.
Give up this many points at home, though. I mean, that's the first game we had an excuse. You didn't have a point guard. You're on the road. But you're at home now. You've won 2 games. You've gone in and beat a couple of big teams. You can't put on this kind of performance.
Cameron winds the shot clock down. Vasiljevic snatched it out of the air and threw it up. There's one left. McVeigh stripped.
There's been too much isolation ball down the other end too, and that's what's been hurting them. They went on that run, Copes. They really slowed it down. They got through their sets. They got some stops. When they just break it off and everyone stands still.
Where are all these baby bounce passes coming from? What is...
Turnover number 11. Timeout, Cairns. We've said that a few times tonight. 92-60. The 36ers well and truly in control at the convention centre. .32 lead. Vasiljevic with 16 of his own. It's going from bad to worse.
I would imagine, too, they got a big crowd. Cotton's come to town. They've won 2 games in a row. The people in Cairns are excited. This is a little bit disappointing.
A little bit. It's just not the way to endear themselves to the faithful. And again, I don't expect 40 to back down on everything he's been talking about of what they're trying to accomplish. Not being underdogs, but we're talking about the defense, Copes, because giving up 92, they're on track to give up a whole lot more. They've only scored 60 themselves now. That is a big alarming issue as well.
Kyle Etnam. Looks like Kyle Etnam's coming in.
Adelaide doing as they please here at the Cairns Convention Centre. They lead 92-60. Still to come as the Perth Wildcats and the Illawarra Hawks at RAC Arena. Roof open. Damien Martin, Lockie Reed, Annalie Bailey ready to go. They for Rain Smith, a rare bit of space for him tonight.
We're speaking about leadership. Kyle Etnam has been around this league for a long time and played with very good teams. To be one of those guys with a big voice.
That's the last thing Cairns need is Vasiljevic getting hot in the 4th quarter.
I'll tell you what, Bryce Collins going to be happy to be the biggest cheerleader here. He's going to keep feeding Vasiljevic.
Figures on the shot clock for McVeigh. Nice athleticism from Cheatham.
That's the 6th turnover for Jack McVeigh.
Cotton isolates Rain Smith. Unselfish ball movement. Turnovers for the night for Cairns. Adnam baseline for 2. His first points of the evening. Cameron's chopped by Schofield.
Orange 5.
So in the words of Andrew Gaze, it is a small sample size. I think we've established that Drewy thinks that 6 or 7 games is about the right sample size. But so far, from what we've seen from Adelaide, how good can they be?
Oh. I mean, I have no doubts that they're going to be able to contend for this championship, but part of me has the jury still out on their complete potential because they played a Brisbane team without Freeman Liberty and Sam McDaniel and Mitch Norton defensively. And they played this Cairns team that have been
woeful.
Say it however you want. It's just been really, really poor. So they haven't really been tested, haven't been forced to really get out of first gear. They're just going through the motions offensively. Bryce scores when he wants. He gets to dish off to Humphreys. Flynn Cameron's been terrific, 20 points tonight.
Subbed out of the game. He's one off a career high, Flynn Cameron. Round 9 last year, ironically against the 36ers while playing for Melbourne.
Adelaide can be as good as they want to be, depending on them, their personalities. They learn to play with each other, and no one's selfish, and they move that ball the way they did in the 3rd quarter. They can beat any team in this league.
Shovel from DJ doesn't go. Cairns ball.
DJ Vasiljevic very quickly and quietly got up to 19 points.
Bryce Cotton with 28 tonight as Vasiljevic sits down. 28 tonight for Bryce, had 39 on debut last week. It was the best Adelaide debut since Butch Hayes in 1991.
Oh, good old Butch.
Who had 36.
3.
That is a horror show. Harris back out there. No look dime for Kenyon.
You heard 40. I do not want to be anywhere near that practice facility for the next week before the game on Friday night, because these are just really, really poor things to witness. 14 offensive rebounds, and it's not like they've just been pushed out the way. They've just been handing it to Adelaide or haven't gone after it.
This is the type of game where you sit down and you watch video and you make everyone accountable. Everyone, whoever it is, that's not good enough. You stop and you talk about it.
Yeah, I spoke about it after that game one loss of without a point guard, with the injury to Sam Wardenberg, you can almost flush that and say, you know what, that's just not who we are, and they bounce back from that. But this in particular, yeah, did not expect this after last weekend, and really disappointing.
Kenyon, White, Cotton, Harris, Rakocevic out there for Adelaide. Smith, Adnam, Schofield, McVeigh, and Galloway.
I want to give Bryce one more to get a 30-piece, and then I think you'll sit down.
I was going to say, I probably wouldn't have him out there on that floor if you're up by this many points.
Yeah, I think he's sitting on 28. Go with that 30-piece.
Man.
Catch and shoot from Jack McVeigh.
They're going to run something for him here, I reckon.
Oh dear. Why would you?
He's not going to be able to get it just because, oh wow.
And they're just giving away. Got it. And they're just giving away.
Another one.
I mean, it's unacceptable. I mean, we sound like a broken record, but you just throw it into the back of Michael Harris. As Cheatham comes back in just to pad the stats a little bit more. He's only got the 4 points, Island Cheatham, so maybe he can get a little bit of a highlight reel.
The good thing is, it's not about the points for him, though.
Searching for 30. Harris had it knocked out of his hands. 4 minutes remaining at the Cairns Convention Centre. Smith off the back of the iron. Long rebound. Falls back out to McVeigh. His hands of Cotton on show again.
Adelaide did what they had to do. They came into town and put on a show. That simple. And they got some talented players on this team. If they can learn to play with each other and continue that and have fun, there'll be a lot of teams in this league.
I'm with you, though, right now, Copes. Getting Bryce Cotton out of this game. You just don't want anything to happen. There's 10 rebounds for Cheatham.
Getting Cheatham and Bryce Cotton out of the game. These young guys a chance to play.
Pass, Harris for Kenyon. And another bad breakdown for the Taipans.
How wide open are these layups?
Here come the subs now.
Cheatham fouls and goes straight to the bench. You can take the headband off. He's done. Here's the Amy replay. It's far too easy.
Just hasn't been communication at all.
So Lloyd McVeigh, Jack McVeigh's brother, checks in. Second NBL game. Got 3 minutes in round one against the Phoenix.
Jump ball, we're staying here. Good hustle, fellas. Way to play the whistle.
Here, Ken Widgeon there. Perth and Illawarra up next, Copes. Who do you like?
Let me tell you something. That's going to be a good one. Two of the biggest big men and the best big men in the league going at it. You know, I picked Illawarra to win the championship again. It's going to take a little time for them to gel with these new players. I think I might have to go with Perth tonight.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go with Perth.
Pete?
Yeah, I picked Wildcats to win it all.
Did you?
Yeah, I think they'll eventually. I think Mason Jones is set for a big game. He's got benched in the back. The New Zealand come back.
Adnam with time expiring. Offensive rebound by Higgins-Titcher. That will please the coach.
Again, you're looking for the silver lining in a really disappointing night. The opportunity is here, as we'll mention it again, for Higgins-Titcher to really solidify himself in the rotation. If he can lock into being an elite defender, Forty's going to have to play him a whole lot more.
Hands. Here we go, wait. Be smarter than that. Be smarter than that. Don't cross the line.
They're just sitting back and relaxing. The 36's main unit. That was a denied. Galloway got him from behind. What mag? McVeigh takes care of the rebound. Back into the safe hands of Kyle Adnam. Playing game number 246 tonight here in the Hungry Jacks NBL. A little sloppy. Isaac White for Kenyon. More easy points for the visitors.
I like Isaac White. He comes in and plays hard on both ends of the floor. He knocked down the three from outside.
Little Reece Carter in that.
Little skyhook type number.
Little run hook.
Kyle Adnam.
These little guys out there trying to shoot hooks.
Kosovic foul. Shooting three, that was careless. NBA Fan Zone was up and running today. Tomorrow, it'll be back in business again. Right outside Rod Laver Arena. Bounce Nation. Great experience. There was fans up and down Swan Street today, walking in and out of the venue. Favourite NBL players, NBA players, WNBL players. Even the Globetrotters will be there.
Very busy.
Kids everywhere. NBA tops and hats and basketballs.
Can I get a Copeland jersey? NBA Copeland?
No, bro, they're sold out. Just kidding.
Oh, really?
Just don't ask him for tickets to games.
Oh.
The kids get a spray on the phone otherwise.
We were still looking for our invite for last night's party.
I know.
White 22.
What do we expect tomorrow night? New Orleans and Melbourne.
Well,
they've got to shoot well. Melbourne United want to do what the 36ers did and shock the world when they beat the Phoenix Suns. They really have to shoot the ball well. I expect Jordan Poole, Zion Williamson as McVeigh knocks that one down. I expect them to play probably the first half. 5 or so minutes first quarter, same in the second. You always do that. If you can keep it close, you might get some more minutes out of them. That's what I found throughout this NBL-NBA series. There's been good take there from Rakocevic. 24 games there has been total.
Orange 3.
I remember back when they first started, when we played OKC, the Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, Paul George team, we were told they were only going to play a quarter. And all of a sudden the game was close and they didn't sit down until halfway through the fourth, and we only went down by 1.
Wow. Yeah, really depends on. And I think the good thing is Melbourne United have some talent. They got some guys that can compete.
A little bit unique for them, obviously being in season as well.
Adnam. Repeat look. That goes.
Adam's come in and gave him a little spark anyway.
But somehow a 33-point margin is a little bit flattering to what it could have been. This could have been a 50-point game.
Iverson tries his luck. There's only been 4 times before tonight in the 88 meetings that Cairns have lost to Adelaide by 30 points or more, so this is not going to be a good night for them. A lot of things numerically that won't read well for Cairns, but the vision will be the one that tells the story. Late highlight for Galloway. The Adelaide 36ers are 2-0 to start the NBL 26 season for the first time since 2008-9. This team is built different, and this team looks damn good so far.
Yeah, exceptional win. Didn't get out of first gear, just picked them apart. Understood. Once Marcus Lee got that first foul, they knew that they really had an advantage. They were methodical about it, had fun with it, shared the ball. 4 players, over 18 points.
Look, they're talented. They're going to beat a lot of teams. Again, it's all up to them. They continue to play together and have fun and like each other like they do on and off the floor. They're going to make a lot of noise in this league.
They've got the Jack Jumpers next Thursday night, and they'll also play Sydney next round. But for now, they can put their feet up, undefeated, to start this NBL season. Isaac Humphries was a focal point. They spoke about this in the preseason and said that he would get more looks. He's been excellent so far, finished with 19 and 6 this evening.
And you can see the smiles on his face too. He's loving it because there's going to be a lot of attention on number 11. Understandably so. He has a gravitational pull on the basketball floor. And then DJ Vasiljevic, you have to know where he is. So there's just all this space for an elite rolling big man, which is exactly what Isaac Humphries is, to operate in. 19 and 6 in 19 minutes.
4 players in double figures. Just a complete performance. 25 assists, 2 Copes on 39 makes.
And that's what I mean. Look, move that ball around, let everyone get involved. Everyone's got a smile. Look how they're hugging. They're having fun on and off the floor.
They sure are, and they're having a whole lot of fun playing with the benchmark. Bryce Cotton, who is our Foot Locker player of the game.
Bryce, you've now won MVP of this league multiple times. You've won NBL championships, yet every time I see you play a game, you are the hardest working player on the court. What drives you every time you step onto this court?
I mean, I love this game. I've loved it since I was a kid. And I just feel like I'm very blessed by God to still be playing professionally in the country I love, so I don't take it for granted.
DJ got his tonight. Isaac Humphries held down the paint, but Flynn Cameron, the youngin', 1 point away from an NBL career high from him. How fun was it to watch him play with such confidence?
It was amazing, you know, and obviously he's just tapping the surface for himself, and it's good to see him have that confidence out there because that's what we're going to need throughout the season.
Enjoy. You're so fun to watch.
Thank you.
He certainly is. Bryce Cotton finishes tonight with 28 points on the back of 39 in round 1. He said that he loves playing in Cairns. Isaac Humphries has loved playing with Adelaide as well.
That's right, Isaac, you held down the paint tonight. Not only did you score, but I was so impressed with the defensive intensity that you and your team had the whole game. How were you guys able to keep it up?
Yeah, we're trying to really hone in on that and being part of our identity. Going into every game, trying to be really good on communication and talk everyone through what we need to do defensively. It's my job to hold down the fort, and when I can do that, I feel great. You know, when I can't, it sucks. I hold that wear that on my sleeve sort of thing. So I think tonight was good. We held them to a pretty low number, and we were very happy with that. So yeah.
Winning by 30, there's not much to improve on, but if you could think of anything, what would you like to grow from this?
Yeah, definitely. I think we added a new player tonight, so, you know, of course we want to find a little bit more rotation, a bit more sort of flow with him. Defensively, we can always talk more. We can always be a bit more aggressive. I'd love to not airball a layup in the open court. That'd be great. So that's something to improve on. But other than that, you know, we'll celebrate that win. Good road win. It's hard to win anywhere on the road. So, yeah, we'll take that for sure.
I don't even remember the air ball, if I'm being truthfully honest. But thank you so much.
I definitely do. Thanks.
Thank you. You heard it from 2 of the stars tonight. Bryce Cotton, of course, going for another MVP. We'll break it all down after this quick break.